After so much porch and so much shed, we wanted to slightly change the air. We thought it was the perfect time to start a project that we had been pursuing for many months. A challenge that will not leave anyone indifferent. There are moments of tension, moments of learning a lot, but above all, lots of laughter. It will take time, but we've undoubtedly laid the foundation. If you don't know what a zome is, you're really going to be amazed by the process. An abandoned stone cabin in the middle of the mountain, we had found a real paradise next to the river. Despite our lack of experience and how remote it is to bring all the necessary materials, we only have one goal: to finish restoring it and turn it into a comfortable and habitable home. There is a lot of work left, but we are sure that we can achieve it.
It's what's leveled, right? It's leveled. The terrain is not here. Hey, Gray, look at Gray. How do you like to bite, Gray? How do you like to bite, huh? So I have to do it here. You see how it is? Where had we brought? Ah, okay, and I have left here only remains. I mean, I have this barrel left, so here we have to keep filling. Well, this one for here, this one how it is, this one for there. We're not going to move this one. We're going to put this one to C. Yes, we're going to put it here next to this one. That's because it's quite worn out. Okay? Well, isn't it? This one that remains to unite. This one here in the middle. Here. Well, there are these. These are going 60.
Hello, Kuzi. Hello, what?
How are you?
Good morning. I hadn't seen you today.
Oh, my lady. Here's a break and a cat appears. Yes, sir. Hey, her, she's so pretty that she is vibrating. See how she digs her nails in? See how she digs in?
God.
How cool, huh? How cool.
Day zero, the show practically begins. We have to level this whole area. As you can see, I don't know if it's noticeable, but there's a pretty significant slope. So we're going to build a kind of wall to end up putting the radios that will support the base. But let's say this is inclined, so we're going to have to raise this part of the wall, and level everything out. Let's see how we go about it, because I don't think it's going to be an easy task. And besides, there's going to be quite a high wall here, which is going to look really cool, but it's going to be quite a high little wall.
So to level this whole area, you can already see it's sloping, so let's see how we go about it.
To build that wall, we are going to start moving stones from here that we have. We'll start selecting little by little. We have this one, we have this one, we have this one, and we're going to start moving them. Because this wall separates the entire farm? Perhaps long ago there were two structures, hence the wall. However, we'll utilize these stones to construct that. Let's see, to see from a perspective. Well, yes, to raise a lot, you know?
The one here.
Okay.
I think she's fine.
When you set,
Well, that's it. There's nothing more to see.
Wait, no, 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 turn around. Yes, 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 another, okay, okay, and now come back. That's okay, okay.
The story is that this stays up, this stays up. Okay, okay.
We add a little bit of this.
I don't know.
Be careful, huh?
Be careful, huh? That's good, huh?
Perfect.
I'm going to see if it's going to fall. What a ripoff, dude. It's falling.
Let's see. What is the other? Is it going to fall? I didn't even prick myself.
But, well, the closer to there.
Yes.
This is gonna stay like this.
They settle exceptionally well.
What?
Happens.
I think we're doing well. Keep moving stones. Plus, it's a car that would turn heads.
One of the things I was talking with Susanna about is that
Put it on once and it won't move as soon as it's on. Got it?
Because if not, the measurement is falsified. I mean, the point that you choose, I ask you, what is going to be measured? What do you want to do? We need to include the 4 S's, right? What matters is that we put the tables in check, find out a way to verify that all those tables are at the same point, 0 from above. The level of a lifetime. It will tell us individually for each table. Then, with this, we can check if all 4 respond to a 0 level at the top. The only thing that matters to us is that the board is all on the same plane, is in a sweep on the same plane. I propose the following work. In short, this point will remain stationary. Here, we look for the laser, more or less about 50, and here it has to be about 50. Approximately, we're not going to fret over 1 or 2 extra millimeters. Sure, it's easy in all of them. Here, you have to find the one that comes from there with the one that comes from here. Yes, of course. You have to distribute the weight evenly throughout the middle and sides. From the wall and in the middle, 194. From the outer part.
Yes, of course.
And why do we have to cut it? I mean, the flight that's going to have this. A 1 meter terrace might be a bit scarce, depending on your perspective, you know?
To go further.
And it could, let's see, up to here, you know? Could we consider leaving? To leave. Would you leave this? Okay. And then?
4.
To assemble boards up to here? No, because it's too much. But when everything is already assembled, we look at the geometric center of this circle. And we draw a line and we start cutting all where they ask.
Some to the longest, longer. Yes.
And it also looks like the roulette of knowing and winning.
Javi, come here. Think ta 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 ta.
Let's see if it lights up. Here it lights up ta 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 ta. To square all this
In rectangles.
it is done with the Pythagorean theorem, see? But in circular I had thought about this, but are we talking about Pythagoras? Let's see, the engineer. Now is the time when you have to speak, not before. We have ideas.
Okay, ideas.
Okay. How do we plot an intersecting cross in a circle?
Perfect with squares.
Perfect. And how do we square? With physical squares, you say,
What, they have to come here? There are 40, there are 20 here, and 20 boards coming here indicating we will not provide support. All because otherwise the center is going to collapse. With what support here? 3 fingers. Hey, 3 fingers is enough. No more. 2 is unnecessary.
with what support?
Is this enough?
And we leave room for,
All the radios to pass.
put 20 here, you'll see. And then you have to search
A way to
secure this here.
That yours.
Would be with flat bars, because this side gap is super important too.
With an angle, this is 90 degrees. Yes, with a wedge and to the...
Use concrete instead of circular elements. Thanks. The first 2 diameters can reach the center, let's say, and put squares. Also, well there, are you already starting to use the cerebellum? Correct? There. Now, place the meter following the long side, making it more or less match the square, to ensure that it is more or less at its maximum, 375. I was doing rhombus and I realized 375 is a measure that is good for us, that could be good for us on both sides. If here we have 3 with 75, and here we have 375, the hypotenuse of this, between both points, if we validate a point here and validate a point there, as we just did, you do it again. The hypotenuse of this should match. What we can do is draw a string from this center to a point. Here we do Pythagoras, and with another string, or with the meter, we throw to where it arrives. And you will be perfectly squared. Have I explained myself? Yes, okay. And how do you find the hypotenuse? With Pythagoras, the sum of the squares of the legs is equal to the sum. That is, it is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Okay?
And there's a Mexican girl who breaks all the workshops of the Pythagorean school.
Yes? The topic is truly fascinating.
Okay, right? Here, like the jungle.
Okay, it's done, it's done, it's done. In the point where they coincide,
Goes the stick.
there goes the thread, and this is spread out. There, okay, right?
Primary.
Now you stay here, thank you. And now should that constitute with the look of...
If you want, we can definitely nail it now.
one that matches reality? No.
Notice that you have to lift. That's it.
Yes, but I see...
If we put it right, don't we?
Very happy with the work done.
And we have thrown the hypotenuse in all directions, and we already have the first cross and the first thing. Now all that's left is...
To fix it in according to the level. Exactly.
That's it?
But this has to be fixed because it should not move. I would do it when this is fixed in level, because to fix it, it has to be level here. All this setup has to be chorded later with the level. And when you have it 360 divided by 20, the number of
Degrees.
you transport it.
With this.
Or 90, between 590 and 90. Yes, correct. We would have to extend a bit according to this and the chord. Although we can do the same logic that we have done here, if we are going to be super precise. We throw the hypotenuse from there to there, and we put a mark from there to there, and we put a mark. And then we throw the hypotenuse from there to there and from there to there, and they matched perfect. It's perfect then.
Is it okay with... On the wall? Yes, what?
Here.
We have to go with...
A lot of calm. This is going to be easy.
So a window would be that size?
Since it's an angle, it's about transferring the length here. That's why I lower it with the square. It's a process that I could either do or not do with the template, but to make it extremely precise, it has to be this way. By hand, without moving the angles. And above all, maintaining the angle of the miter saw.
What?
What matters is that there is a face, which indeed is, in all current.
Of the stone, rhombus, rhombus.
How many of these amazing processes exist?
There are 11 of these. This process needs to be repeated 94 times.
94 times.
Now, between those marks, it's squared off.
It's perfectly squared off, isn't it?
It's perfectly squared off because the marks maintain a square that they all share. But as soon as we take it out of there, as it's a rhombus, which is practically a square, because it has 95-degree angles, it's going to deform, and we don't want it to deform. In this case, we put two slats. So with this square, we make the mark that this is the 2 and that its position is like this, upwards. Everything is on the same side, so we'll look for that position in the assembly, identify it, and move it upwards.
2 of second level?
Sure, 2 of second level. And 1,
Once this is finished,
we give to your hanger.
Look, how good, what a pass.
And another one. Well, there are only 6 left.
Wonderful.
Infinite train. And the landscapes change without stopping.
Straight. At this length, it has 2 faces, let's say. This one is crucial as it's used to construct the rhombuses. In this one, we can adapt it a bit if there is a curvature. I mean, in this one, it is more important that it is straight than in this one. This one, for example, is like crap and it's normal. But, well, it doesn't matter. We leave it like that. We will end up using it. But, well, since we ordered more, we will see it when we use them. If we can make a makeshift or what, but now we are going to use the ones that are better.
Little by little, each diamond.
I'm learning new things about the system. This is because we have already surpassed the door's level.